If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Stevie Mac Podcast Show. We're going to get right into it. I already did a part one of negativity. If you have not seen it yet, please go look at that one before you view this one. So we're going to get right into it. You know what I mean? So going back into part one about being a negative person and how it impacts yourself, not only yourself, but others as well. When you just going around, and you're just being a negative person, you just put off bad vibes to everybody around you. And there's nobody wants to be around that. You know what I mean? And that's just like not a good trait that you want to have. So I'm gonna give a couple of examples. You know what I mean? Say this whole week, and I'll tell you what, this whole week has not went my way. You know what I mean? And I try to find some way to turn my negative situation to a positive situation, because I just don't want to talk about it. I actually want to do what I'm saying. So basically, practice what you preach. So this whole week has not went my way, and like for a situation, you know what I mean. I had to deal with a patient or whatever, and it's just this patient was not. It wasn't happening. Anyway, long story short, I sat there for a minute, took a deep breath, and found a positive outlook on how I could help this patient, get through this situation we were doing, because we had a long ride, you know what I mean? And so I prayed about it as well, you know what I mean? And then after I dropped the patient off, whatever, I called my wife and took a couple breathers. Called the wife and I said, man, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? And, she told me, she said, look, just stop right there, stay where you're at, pray about it, and I prayed about it, and it went well. And like another situation, because you remember I worked 2 jobs or whatever. So I had a situation with someone that, they had finished a task and then I had them do one back to back or whatever. And, they kind of got upset. And it's like, I'm not trying to make you upset. I'm trying to make your life easier. What can I do to make the situation, better for everybody around, And so we sat down, we talked about it, we got it taken care of, and it went well. But this whole week, though, it's like it's just been a test, And I just tell you what, sitting down, taking a couple of breaths, just talking to the Lord about it, it actually got me through the week, so I got one more day left and Friday, and then next, it's the weekend, you know what I mean? So, but going back to being a negative person, when you're a negative person, and you're going out and about, whatever, and you're at a function, you're at a gathering or whatever, just got to be careful and be mindful of who you're around or what you say around other people, because some people might not even know you, and then you're going around being an asshole to everybody, whatever, or talking so negative. Those people that don't know you, they're actually putting a stamp on you. Well, once they put a stamp, it's basically verified. You know what I mean? That's how they're going to view you from now going forward. You know what I mean? So next you leave, you gotta do what you gotta do. And then there's another function or something around, another gathering. You show up, you see the same people. You know what I mean? Well, they're not going to try to be around you because you're a negative person, or you're just somebody they don't want to partake in a conversation with. But so that being said, I was reading the Bible the other day, and don't quote me on this. I wrote a couple things down from the Bible, and it's about being negative. Like it says, it talks about how to deal with negative people, how to avoid negative people, and how actually God feels about negative people. So the one about dealing with negative people in Ephesians 4, 31, 32, it says, get rid of bitterness, anger, and malice, and be kind and forgiveness. Matthew 5, 38 through 41, it says, don't resist evil people, but turn the other cheek. You know what I mean? So basically, when negative people come around, like nobody wants to be around it. So, turn the other cheek, go away. You know what I mean? And then let's see, and another one is, it says, in First Peter 3:15, it says, respond to negative comments with greatness and respect. So when you're over there being a negative Nancy or whatever, and somebody comes out with something, a positive thing out of it, they're basically saying, hey, ain't nobody got time for that shit. You know what I mean? So, so being negative is like, they're just trying to avoid you. So basically, avoiding the negative people is in First Corinthians. It says, "Bad company corrupts good character." Proverbs 24, verse 1 and 2 is basically saying, "Don't be envious of evil people, and don't desire to be with them." So basically, nobody wants to be around you. And then in Proverbs 13:20 says, "Don't make friends with negative people." Nobody wants to be around negative people. And if you go to Proverbs, it says, God hates the wicked ways. God hates the thoughts. God hates the actions of evil deeds. So if the Bible doesn't agree with people being negative, why would anybody else in this world want to be around somebody negative? It's like, it's just not a good route to go. You know what I mean? And so basically, I'm gonna give you a couple challenges in this one right here. So the first challenge for you, is to practice being positive. Try being happy for once. You know what I mean? Even when there's little to be happy about. You know, find humor in something. Find something to laugh about. Try waking up and saying, you know, oh, today's going to be a wonderful day. You know what I mean? Let's get this day started. We're going to start it off on a good note. I'm going to drink my coffee, my Red Bull, my energy drink, or my protein shake. Let's get this day started. Try being a positive person. Try bringing joy to people's life. You know what I mean? And after that, start taking responsibility for your negative actions. But I'm gonna get back to you in that in just a minute. I'm gonna take a quick short break, and we will be right back. Don't leave. Got some good stuff coming. Welcome back. Sorry, I had to take a little short break. I'm getting a little too excited about this because it means a lot. You know what I mean? Like when you care about something, and you actually feel it. It comes out. Me being a negative person trying to turn my negativity into a positive. It's like, there's so much to do about it. So, like I said, before we went to break, start taking responsibility for your negative actions. You know what I mean? I got a lot of stuff wrote down right here. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go off of it. Okay. Like your negative thoughts create your negative attitude. Like just for an example, I'm not saying this is happening to you, but say you get passed up for a promotion for some kind of slot or something. It's not because of your experience, because you have all the experience in the world, and like you are a good candidate for the position, But your negative attitude, your negative ways, it gets you passed up for that slot because why? You're negative. Nobody wants to move somebody up that's going to be a negative impact on, especially in a company that you have to lead a lot of people. Nobody's going to want to have a leader that's a negative person. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to challenge you with this. Get a piece of paper, okay? List all the negative things in your life. And you know what? Acknowledge it. You know what I mean? And then after you acknowledge it, check off on that list what you can change right there and then. After you do that, mark those off, okay? So you can get those negative things, and for a fact you can change those negative things into a positive, okay? Now, after you do that, go ahead, get that sheet of paper, crumble it up, go outside, burn it in the barrel, burn it in the bucket. Don't start no fires anywhere. Just get that paper of that negative crap and burn it. You know what I mean? And then after that, that's basically saying that's a symbol of you letting all your negative thoughts and negative ways and your attributes of being negative, you're letting it all go. You know what I mean? And so basically it's telling you, okay, I'm ready to move on, and then I'll go from there. And then I'm one more, and I'll leave you alone about the negativity. Okay, it says, let go of all unrealistic expectations that's always putting you in a spot that gets you upset. Not telling you to let your goals go, but I'm telling you, put them on a back burner for now. You know what I mean? It's like deal with the stuff that is realistic right now that's not going to get you upset. Because if you keep on trying to achieve a goal and there's something always getting in the way, and that goal that you have that's on the top tier and you're not going to get to it and you keep getting upset because you can't get there, put it on the back burner for now. Focus on everything that you can do to make yourself and your situation in a positive way. You know what I mean? And then, okay, one more. And then I'm going to let you go and we'll go from there, okay? Let go of all the grudges you have. Let go of whatever that's holding you back, that's pissing you off. Anybody who's gotten you mad, that's giving you a negative output, a negative look on life, or the way you feel about somebody, crumble that up, throw it away. Because you know what I'm going to tell you now, having grudges against people, it's no good. Because what's that going to do? When you see them, you're going to be in a negative attitude. Your day's going to be ruined. Nobody wants that. You know what I mean? You don't want it. Because why? Because one, it puts stress on you. Nobody likes being stressed. You know what I mean? So if you like being stressed, then my friend, you have issues. but yeah, let go of the grudges or whatever's holding you to being all pissed off. Forgive and forget and move on. I guarantee you it will be a wonderful, great stress reliever. So now, before I sign off, I'm going to tell you, keep going forward. Keep moving forward. One step at a time. You know what I mean? One step at a time. I wish you the best on a positive journey, leaving all the negative shit away, leaving it behind you. Your negative is in your past. I pray many blessings over you, and God bless you. Stevie Mac, signing out. Stay tuned later on.